Let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced a significant transformation in your life that led you to see yourself and the world around you in a whole new light? A spiritual awakening is a unique journey, more like a winding path than a straight road. Everyone's experience is different. Some might go through all the stages, while others might skip a few. Despite the differences, certain themes connect us all. I am sure this video is perfect for you, and at the end of the video, I want you to write in the comments which state you're in. Let's explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening, giving you a better understanding of where you might be on your journey. First stage, lost in the illusion of ego immersion. The journey begins with a deep immersion in the realm of the ego. At this stage, people are often unaware of their true nature. Their thoughts and emotions drive their actions, and they see these as defining who they are. The ego plays a dominant role, blurring the lines between the self and the experiences they go through. In this phase, individuals tend to react to life rather than actively shape it. They may feel like life is happening to them, not something they have control over. This can lead to feelings of defensiveness, anger, and negativity, as they believe they are at the mercy of circumstances. Trauma and difficulties often reinforce this belief, making it hard to see beyond the immediate challenges. At this stage, people often find themselves in a cycle of repetitive thoughts and behaviors, reacting to situations based on past experiences rather than the present moment. They might struggle with feelings of frustration or resentment, thinking that life is unfair or that they are constantly being tested. The ego, in its attempt to protect and define the self, creates a barrier between the individual and their true essence, making it difficult to see life from a broader perspective. The ego's influence is pervasive, shaping how individuals view themselves and others. It drives a need for validation, pushing people to seek approval from external sources rather than from within. This can manifest in various ways, whether it's the pursuit of material success, the need to be right in arguments, or the desire to maintain a certain image in the eyes of others. The ego creates a false sense of identity that is heavily dependent on external factors, leading to a fragile self-concept that can be easily shaken by life's ups and downs. Relationships during this stage are often fraught with misunderstandings and conflicts. The ego's tendency to project its insecurities onto others means that interactions can become a battleground for power and control. People might find themselves constantly defending their viewpoints, unable to see things from another's perspective. This can lead to a sense of isolation, even in the midst of relationships, as the ego creates barriers that prevent genuine connection. But amidst this struggle, there is often a growing sense of dissatisfaction, an inner knowing that there must be more to life than what is currently being experienced. This dissatisfaction is the first sign of awakening, a subtle whisper from the soul urging the individual to look beyond the ego's limitations and explore the deeper aspects of existence. It's as if a seed has been planted, ready to grow into something much greater. As this seed begins to take root, individuals may start to question their current way of living. They might feel a pull towards something more meaningful, although they might not yet understand what that is. It is a time of inner conflict, where the ego fights to maintain control, even as the soul begins to stir. This stage is often accompanied by a sense of restlessness or discontent. People may feel that something is missing in their lives, even if they can't quite put their finger on what it is. This discomfort is a signal that the soul is beginning to awaken, prompting the individual to start questioning their reality and seeking something more meaningful. It's the first step on a journey that will eventually lead them away from the limitations of the ego and towards a more expansive understanding of themselves and the universe. Second stage, breaking the chains and dissolving the ego. As the journey progresses, individuals encounter a stage known as ego death, a profound and often challenging phase where the identity tied to labels like age, gender, race, and beliefs begins to dissolve. This isn't a literal death, but a breaking down of the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. People start to realize that the ego, the story they've built about themselves, isn't the essence of their being. The ideas and beliefs they've clung to, whether about life, God, or themselves, start to fade, leaving a sense of emptiness and detachment. This can feel disorienting, but it's a crucial step in separating the self from the narrative they've been living. During this time, the observer self, the part of you that quietly watches and experiences life without getting caught up in it, starts to emerge more clearly. Where before, you might have been entirely wrapped up in your thoughts and emotions, now there's a growing awareness that you are not your thoughts or feelings. This is a significant shift in perspective, opening the door to a deeper understanding of who you really are. Ego death is often accompanied by a sense of loss or confusion. As the old identity begins to crumble, individuals may feel as though they are losing their sense of self. The roles and labels that once provided comfort and a sense of belonging no longer seem relevant. This can lead to a period of mourning, as people let go of the familiar structures that once defined their lives. However, this is also a time of great potential, as the dissolution of the ego creates space for new insights and a more authentic sense of self to emerge. The dissolution of the ego is like clearing away the fog to see the landscape beneath. It's a process of letting go of the conditioned self and the societal norms that shaped it, revealing the deeper, true self. During this phase, individuals might feel a heightened sense of vulnerability, as they are no longer hiding behind the masks of their previous identity. This vulnerability, however, is also a source of strength, as it allows for genuine connection with oneself and others. As the ego dissolves, there is often a profound shift in how individuals perceive the world around them. They may begin to see through the illusions of society, the false promises of happiness tied to material possessions, status, or external validation. This can lead to a period of disillusionment, where the old ways of finding meaning no longer hold any appeal. However, this disillusionment is a necessary part of the process, as it clears the way for a deeper, more authentic understanding of life. During this stage, individuals may also experience a sense of detachment from the drama of life. The ego thrives on conflict and drama, but as it dissolves, there is less need to engage in these patterns. This detachment is not about being indifferent, but rather about seeing things from a higher perspective. It allows individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater ease, as they are no longer as invested in the outcomes. This sense of detachment can bring about a profound inner peace, as individuals learn to trust in the flow of life and let go of the need to control everything. This stage also brings about a sense of freedom. Without the ego's constant need to control and define, individuals begin to experience life in a more open and fluid way. They may start to notice beauty in the simple things, feel a deeper connection to nature, and experience moments of profound peace and stillness. The dissolution of the ego paves the way for a more expansive and liberated way of being, where the individual can explore consciousness and reality from a place of openness and curiosity. This stage is also marked by the beginning of a deep internal shift. Individuals may start to experience what is often referred to as a dark night of the soul, a period of intense inner turmoil and questioning. This is a time when everything that has been hidden or repressed comes to the surface to be examined and healed. It can be a very challenging and painful time, but it is also a time of great transformation. The dark night of the soul is often the final push needed to fully release the ego and step into a new way of being. As individuals move through this stage, they may begin to experience a deeper sense of connection with their true self. They start to realize that they are not the stories they have told themselves, but something much more profound and infinite. This realization can be both exhilarating and terrifying, as it requires letting go of everything they thought they knew about themselves and the world. However, it is also a time of great liberation, as they begin to step into their true power and potential. Stage 3. The search for truth. After the ego has been stripped away, the next stage is marked by an intense quest for truth. This is when the journey becomes more outwardly focused, as individuals seek to understand the deeper meanings of existence. This phase is driven by a burning desire to know the truth about life, the universe, and their place within it. People in this stage often dive headfirst into spiritual books, teachings, and practices. They might start meditating, praying, or exploring different spiritual paths in search of answers. This isn't just about gathering information, it's about seeking a deep, personal connection with the truth. Every new insight feels like another piece of a larger puzzle, slowly coming together to form a clearer picture. During this stage, individuals might find themselves drawn to different spiritual traditions or philosophies, exploring everything from Eastern mysticism to Western esotericism. They may attend workshops, seek out spiritual mentors, or join communities of like-minded individuals. This phase is often marked by a sense of excitement and discovery, as the individual begins to uncover truths that resonate deeply with their evolving sense of self. The search for truth is both exciting and daunting. It can lead to moments of profound realization, where everything seems to make sense, and equally to times of confusion, where long-held beliefs are questioned. This phase often brings about significant inner growth, as the individual begins to align more with their true self and less with the superficial aspects of life. However, it can also be a lonely journey, as priorities shift and the individual may feel increasingly disconnected from those who haven't yet embarked on a similar path. As the search intensifies, individuals may begin to question everything they have ever known. This can be a time of great inner conflict, as they grapple with the realization that much of what they believed to be true was based on illusions or half-truths. This process of questioning can be both liberating and terrifying, as it requires letting go of the familiar and stepping into the unknown. This stage is also marked by a deepening of spiritual practices. Individuals may spend more time in meditation, prayer, or contemplation, seeking to connect with the divine or their higher self. They may also begin to experience moments of profound insight or clarity, where the mysteries of life suddenly become clear. These moments of clarity can be incredibly transformative, providing a sense of peace and understanding that was previously elusive. The search phase is also a time of testing. As individuals begin to uncover deeper truths, they are often faced with challenges that test their commitment to their spiritual path. Old patterns and habits may resurface, tempting them to revert to their previous ways of being. However, these challenges are also opportunities for growth, as they provide a chance to apply the insights gained during the search phase and to deepen one's connection to the truth. This phase is crucial because it solidifies the transition from ego-driven living to a life seeking deeper meaning. It's a time of learning, but also of unlearning, letting go of what no longer serves and embracing new, more aligned ways of being. It's also a time of deep questioning, where individuals begin to challenge the assumptions and beliefs that have shaped their lives up until this point. This stage often brings with it a sense of urgency. The search for truth becomes the driving force in the individual's life, pushing them to explore new ideas, challenge old beliefs, and seek out experiences that expand their understanding of themselves and the world. This urgency can sometimes lead to a feeling of isolation, as the individual may find it difficult to relate to those who are not on the same path. However, it can also be a time of great connection, as they begin to meet others who share their quest for truth. As the search progresses, individuals may begin to experience a shift in their perception of reality. They may start to see the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that everything is part of a larger whole. This realization can lead to a profound sense of unity with the universe, as the individual begins to understand that they are not separate from the world around them, but an integral part of it. This sense of unity can bring about a deep inner peace, as the individual begins to let go of the need to control and instead trusts in the flow of life. Stage 4: Revelation of the True Self. As the search for truth deepens, individuals begin to discover their authentic selves. This stage is marked by a significant shift away from pretense and societal expectations, and a movement towards living in alignment with their true nature. The facade that might have been built up over the years starts to crumble, making it hard to continue living in ways that no longer feel right. This stage is often described as a return to the self you were before the world told you who you should be. It's a time when the values and desires that truly resonate with your soul start to emerge, guiding your decisions and actions. This can lead to significant life changes, such as leaving a job that no longer fulfills you or ending relationships that don't align with your newfound sense of self. During this time, there's a growing inability to suppress your true voice and a strong desire to live authentically. While this can be liberating, it can also be challenging, as it often involves stepping into the unknown and embracing change. Old emotional wounds may resurface, and the individual might go through periods of emotional intensity as they release past traumas and energies that no longer serve them. Physically, you might notice changes too, like heightened intuition, vivid dreams, or other experiences that indicate a shift in your energy. This stage is also about embracing vulnerability. As individuals begin to shed the layers of pretense and societal conditioning, they may feel more exposed and vulnerable than ever before. However, this vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a sign of strength and authenticity. By allowing themselves to be vulnerable, individuals open themselves up to deeper connections and more meaningful experiences. The revelation of the true self often leads to a sense of empowerment. As individuals begin to live in alignment with their true nature, they experience a sense of freedom and joy that comes from being true to themselves. They may find that their relationships become more authentic, their work more fulfilling, and their overall sense of well-being improves. This stage is a celebration of self-discovery, where individuals fully step into their power and embrace their unique path. This stage is about embracing who you truly are and living in accordance with your deepest values and beliefs. It's a powerful time of transformation, where the authentic self comes to the forefront, leading to a life that feels more aligned and meaningful. The revelation of the true self is a key milestone in the journey of spiritual awakening, bringing a deep sense of freedom and purpose. At this stage, individuals may also begin to experience a greater sense of clarity and direction in their lives. The confusion and uncertainty that characterized earlier stages begin to fade, replaced by a clear understanding of who they are and what they are here to do. This clarity brings with it a sense of peace and confidence, as the individual begins to trust in their own inner guidance and follow the path that feels right for them. As individuals continue to embrace their true selves, they may also find that they are able to connect more deeply with others. The masks and defenses that once kept them at a distance from others begin to fall away, allowing for more genuine and authentic relationships to develop. This can lead to a profound sense of connection and belonging as the individual begins to experience the joy of being truly seen and understood. The revelation of the true self is also a time of deep healing. As individuals begin to live in alignment with their true nature, they may find that old wounds and traumas start to heal. The process of shedding the layers of pretense and societal conditioning allows for a deep release of past pain, paving the way for greater emotional and spiritual well-being. This healing process can be both challenging and rewarding as individuals begin to let go of the past and embrace a more authentic and fulfilling way of being. Stage 5. Living in alignment and harmony with the universe. The final stage of the spiritual awakening journey is living in alignment, a phase where all the previous stages come together to create a life of harmony and balance. This isn't just about discovering your true self, it's about integrating that self into every aspect of your life. Living in alignment means accepting yourself fully, the good, the bad, and everything in between. It's about treating yourself with compassion and understanding, recognizing your limitations, and embracing your imperfections. This self-compassion extends to others as well, as you begin to see that everyone is on their own journey, doing the best they can with what they know. In this stage, you become more attuned to the interconnectedness of all things. You start to see your role in the larger tapestry of life, understanding that your actions and choices have an impact on the world around you. This sense of purpose and responsibility drives you to live in a way that honors not only your authentic self, but also the planet and its inhabitants. Living in alignment doesn't mean life is free from challenges. Rather, it means facing those challenges with a sense of peace and understanding. It's about embracing both the light and dark aspects of life, knowing that each plays a crucial role in your growth. You cultivate a balanced perspective, where you can appreciate the full spectrum of human experience, from joy to sorrow, from success to failure. At this stage, your life becomes a reflection of your inner truth. You navigate the world with a sense of clarity and purpose, guided by the wisdom you've gained on your journey. Relationships, work, and daily interactions all begin to reflect this alignment, creating a life that feels deeply fulfilling and meaningful. This stage is also about becoming a source of inspiration for others. As you live in alignment with your true self, you naturally attract others who are drawn to your authenticity and inner peace. You become a beacon of light, encouraging those around you to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and transformation. By living in alignment, you not only find fulfillment in your own life, but also contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. Living in alignment is not a static state, but a dynamic process. It involves continually checking in with yourself, reassessing your values and goals, and making adjustments as needed to stay true to your path. This requires a deep level of self-awareness and a commitment to ongoing growth and development. It also requires the ability to embrace change, recognizing that living in alignment means being open to new possibilities and willing to let go of what no longer serves you. The journey of spiritual awakening is a deeply personal and transformative process. It leads you through stages of self-discovery, the dissolution of the ego, and a profound connection with your true self and the universe. The final stage, living in alignment, represents the ultimate integration of all you've learned, allowing you to live a life of purpose, peace, and profound fulfillment. This journey is challenging, but it offers the potential for immense growth, leading you to a state of wholeness and harmony with the world around you. If this video has changed your spiritual journey and helped you connect with your universal strength, leave a like below, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so we can notify you when new content arrives. We also suggest watching the video indicated on the screen so you can continue your journey of spiritual growth and inner evolution of knowledge. Thank you for staying with us until the end, and see you in the next video.